everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another update video. I am here today with my first video of November and I'm going to be going over what I worked on the last week of October, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about my plans for the month of November. So to get started, I'm going to show my Halloween projects because now that Halloween is over, I will be putting these projects away. And so I'm going to start off by showing you the chart Tonight We Ride, which is by Autumn Lane Stitchery, and I'll be inserting all the pictures of all the stuff over here somewhere. And this was one that I worked on in the car while I was picking up my kids, and here is where I got to since you last saw it. I decided that for the witch, I wanted to work on the outline because I'm working on this witch here, which this is the first witch on the left, and I decided to outline her first to make filling her in easier later because there's a lot of really long stretches of black in here, so I didn't want to have to count that long of stretches of black. So yeah, I'm outlining her first, and that's all I got done. So she's not even fully outlined, but like I said, I think I'm gonna put her away. I thought about keeping this chart out for until I had finished at least this witch, but I'm really ready to work on like some Christmas things because I love Christmas. This is being stitched on a 16 count called This Is Halloween by Witch's Garden Crafts, and I am stitching it 2/1 full cross. And so I can take it out of the hoop so you can see the full like ending point of what I got done since I started it. When did I start this? In September or October? I don't even remember. So this is all I've got done this season, but my plan for this chart is I would like to finish it next year because I don't have a lot of charts that are small. So this is a smallish one to me, and so I can finish this next year. I think I'm already at like 20-ish% on it. So yeah, my plan is to finish it next year before Halloween, and that will be a nice goal to have. And then my other Halloween chart got even less stitching done on it because I only worked on this one if I was like watching like Halloween things or whatever, and I didn't watch that many Halloween movies. I consider them Halloween. I don't know if other people do, but I watched Corpse Bride, Sleepy Hollow, and Nightmare Before Christmas, and those were like the only things that I watched because I don't like scary, like violent Halloween movies. Like I hate Child's Play and things like that because my siblings watched it when I was younger and it terrified me. Anyways, so this chart that I will show is called Festive Frosted Pumpkin Cottage. It's by Witchy Stitcher, and here is where I got to on this chart. I will hold it over here. I'm trying to even remember what I did. I know I finished the bats here, so I worked on the bats. I took some of the black down here, which is going to be a tree because there was some black left on my needle. And then I also started filling in the house from the top down. So I filled in some of these greens here. I filled in the windows, are almost filled in except for there's white that's going to be at the bottom of the windows. And I wanted to get more of the tree stitched because the white is going to be on the windows and then going into this tree here. So then I started working on the tree so that I would be able to do the white afterwards, but I never ended up getting to the white, and that's where I ended up stopping. This is being stitched on a fabric called Deep Sea by Crosswing Collection, and I think it's a 28 count 2/2 full cross. And I love this. I might actually keep this one out because it is technically Halloween and Christmas because the Halloween house is decorated for Christmas. So you know, you have the ghosts with the hats, you have the green and red down here, and then this tree here is going to have some lights in it too. So like I said, I might keep this one out. We will see though what I end up doing. So that was all for my Halloween charts. Let me cross them off my list real quick. The next thing I will show is the piece that I'm working on every day, which is Autumn Harmony, charted by Maxine Gadd. My goal for this one is to do 200 stitches a day, which will get it finished sometime in 2025 because she's huge, and yeah. So here is where I got to on her. I did not get my 200 stitches in every day because there was days that were just busy because I have been doing some like cleaning, organizing, and then there was Halloween and other things going on. So I didn't get the 200 stitches in every day, but it's fine. I will catch up later. And I ended up working over this way and doing more of like the leaves and then the hair. And then I think this week I would like to focus on filling in more of the stitches that aren't filled in this section before I start working my way down again. This is being stitched on 18 count, 2/1 full cross. And I still am in love with her and these colors. I think though that for December I will not be working on her. I will keep doing the 200 stitches a day in November, but then December when I do Flossmas, which is where you do a video every day, I don't think I'm going to keep working on her because I have other plans for Flossmas, and that would be too much if I try and do her plus my other stuff. So that was Autumn Harmony. And then the next chart I will show is one that I want to get finished this month, and that is Stardew Valley Winter, which is charted by Glitch Stitch AU. And here is where I am on this chart now. I did not work on this one as much as I would have liked to because, like I said, I had a lot less stitching time this month and I have hanging threads. I need to cut the threads is the thing. I will usually pull the threads off to the side of the chart here, and then when I stitch, I will stitch over them and then I will clip them. And I just haven't clipped some of them yet, so yeah, they're just hanging everywhere. But I think what I worked on is I worked more on filling in the trees here. So this tree is, I think, almost, the top part's almost done. And then I also filled in the clouds with the white, and I also did the smoke and stuff because I don't think that was done last time I had showed it. And my plan now is to try and work filling in from the top going down. So now that the tree is almost done, I might work on the house a little bit to get some of the house filled into like this middle portion, and then just keep taking the chart down to the bottom. So this is being stitched on a 28 count 2/1 10th stitch, which is a half stitch. And like I said, I really want this finished in November because that is when my frame is coming, and I want to have this framed by December so I can have this hanging up. The last whip that I have to show is the 12 Movie Nights of Christmas stitch along, which it was a stitch along last year, and it's from Atomic Tiki Pins on Etsy. And there's also a Facebook group, but I can't remember what the Facebook group is, so I will put it down somewhere in the video. And what it was is it was a stitch along, and it's movies, Christmas movies, and I can't remember how often they were released, like every week or so there would be 2 movies that were released, and then you would pick which movie you wanted to stitch in the box for that week. So you had extras, so if there was a movie that you didn't want to stitch, you could pick one of the other ones to like fill in. So here is where I am on this chart right now, which I pulled this out because I want to get the outline border area stitched because I want to be able to stitch on the movies as I watch them this Christmas. So like up here is going to be the Santa Claus movie, and so when I watch the Santa Claus, I want to be able to stitch on that block, and so I want to get all the borders done so that I can stitch on the movies as I watch them this Christmas season. So the border all needs to get done, and I have the border done down here almost. I just need to bring it up this side and you can see what needs to be done. I'm thinking about making this my travel project now that I'm putting away Tonight We Ride. And so I might try it out and see how it goes in the car, but it's, you know, dark fabric, so it might be hard to stitch on in the car. I'm not sure, but I will test it out and see because I really want the red color done. And that's not the only color in the border because this border has, there's I think 2 shades of red, plus you do a gold border all in the inside of each of these. And then there's also some back stitching and beads that go in the border. So I'm just right now focusing on one of the colors, but then I'm going to have to go back in and do the rest of the border details. So there's this, and this is a fabric that I dyed myself. I think it's like a 16 or 18 count, and I'm stitching it 2/1 full cross. So that is it for the whips. And then now I will talk about plans now that it is November. I always pick a chart for each month that I want to work on for 2 days, and the chart that I had picked for November is Tarot Town 2, so I plan on working on Tarot Town 2, which I brought that out so I could show it. Here it is. I just worked on this when I did 24 hours of cross stitch, so it has been worked on recently, but it will get another 2 days and hopefully 1,000 stitches during that time. And I'm not sure where I'm going to work on. I might keep working on this area, or I might go back to working on the person here because I really want that area filled in. So there's that. And this is a 28 count 2/1 10th stitch. And I'm not sure when I'm going to work on it in November, but it's going into my bin because I plan on working on it during November at some point. So there's that. And then I also ended up moving my December project that was supposed to get 2 days into November because I don't want to have to work on that next month when there's Flossmas. And the project for December that I was going to work on for 2 days is Rainbow Basin, which is charted by Tilton Crafts. and I'm going to be restarting it. So here's where I was. This is a 36 count 1/1 tent stitch, but I was having trouble stitching the light color in here because I could not see very well the light stitches on the light fabric. So I plan on restarting it on this fabric here, which is just a fabric that I dyed myself. And I think it's either a 16 or 18 count, and I will be doing it 2/1 full cross. That will make it easy for me to see the light colors because this is a darker fabric. So that will be a restart sometime this month. And I think that is all of my plans for the month. I also would like to work on the chart. What's this called? Santa's on His Way, which is by Charting Creations. I had worked on it for 24 hours of cross stitch. I still have it in the hoop, and my goal for the year was I wanted to stitch down to the bottom corner of this chart, and I haven't done that yet, so I really would like to keep going down this side and get to the bottom corner of this chart, so I want to try doing that in November. And then it's not really like full plans, but then the other thing I need to do in November is finish kitting up my chart for Flossmas. So during Flossmas, I plan on starting the chart Christmas 2 by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I still need to finish making the floss cards for that, so I need to put that on my list of things to do, otherwise I will forget to do that. So that is another thing. And then something that's not cross-stitch related, where is it? That will be taking up some of my time is I have a puzzle to do. So this is not cross-stitch. I have this puzzle of Costco, which my mom had done it first, and then she said that I could do it afterwards. So I have this. It's going to be a lot of fun because there's a lot of details, and some of it is hilarious. So there's some glare, so apologize. But like there's slices of pizza, and like the slices of pizza are huge. They're ginormous. There was a whole pizza somewhere. Where's the whole pizza? Oh, right there. There's a whole pizza, and like the guy's tiny, the pizza's huge. There's also the giant like teddy bears that are at Costco sometimes, that it's like, what do people do with the giant teddy bears at Costco? And so yeah, I have this puzzle to do. It's 1,000 pieces. I need to get one of those like rolling puzzle mats first though, because I would like to be able to put the puzzle away when I'm not working on it, so I don't like lose pieces or anything like that. But yeah, so I will be doing this in November, and I think that in December I will be doing a puzzle. I saw that there are Christmas Advent puzzles where the puzzle is divided up into the 24 days, and then each day you get like a small section of the puzzle to do. So I think I might get one of those for December because I thought that would be fun. And then it makes like a little Christmas picture, but not little. It's like a 1,000-piece puzzle that's divided up over the 24 days. So it's a big puzzle, but I thought that would be a nice fun thing to do because I like all Christmas things. So anyways, I have this to do, but yeah. So that is all that I have to show for this video. I have not... Wait, I did purchase something, but it's not here yet. So when it's here, I will show it. Kaylee Tent Stitch, who is on Instagram and YouTube, has a shop called thesewingshop.ca because it's in Canada. And I ordered a Christmas mystery. I can't remember exactly the title. It's a Christmas mystery thing. And it has a project bag that is Christmas themed. And then there's also 10 pieces of fabric that are ornament sized, and a needle minder. So I ordered that. It's not here yet, but when it's here I will show it. And I thought that would be fun because I plan on stitching an ornament in December, so then I can hopefully use one of those pieces of fabric and stitch my ornament in December. And then I will also have a project bag for when I start my Christmas chart from Heaven and Earth Designs. So that is coming hopefully at some... anyways, that is all that I have for this video. Thank you everyone for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will be back hopefully in the next week or two with more progress. Hopefully I get a lot of stitching done. I will see you all then though. Bye.